What's going on? And welcome back to the Risk Taker Sports College Basketball Picks and Prediction Show. I'm your host, Colby Covers, and I'm here to give you 4 college basketball picks for today, Thursday, February 20th, college basketball slate. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you put your favorite college basketball picks for today in the comment section below. Let's get started. For our first matchup, we'll take a look at Georgia Southern traveling to Boone, North Carolina to take on App State. App State has been playing well this season. They're sitting at 9-5 in the conference. They have dropped 2 home games this season, though, where they didn't shoot the best. They guard the perimeter at a high level, and they're one of the top defenses in the conference. I do expect them to make a deep run in the conference tournament this season. Over on the Georgia Southern side, they're coming off a home win against Old Dominion. The Eagles sit at 6-8 in conference. They haven't really played well on the road this season against the top competition. They have had some shooting struggles, and that's what has allowed other teams to stick around and close games. I do like this team, though. They're a real gritty team. They do play defense pretty well. They just have been in a shooting slump lately. I don't see them scoring a lot in this game and scoring enough to keep up with a App State team that defends the ball well. App should come in this game and play very well. So I'm going to lay the points with App State. For our next matchup, we'll take a look at Central Connecticut traveling to take on Chicago State. Central Connecticut comes in on an 8-game winning streak and the leaders of the NEC conference. They also are the leaders on the defensive end and the offensive end in the conference. They have no trouble defending the ball in conference, and they have no trouble putting the ball in the basket in conference. This team wants to pressure you and make it hard for your life from shooting the ball and getting inside. On the offensive end, they just put the ball in the basket very well. This is a very good team, and they're superior, better than many of the teams in their conference. Over on the Chicago State side, Chicago State is one of the worst teams in college basketball right now. Their defense is very weak. They allow teams to score at least 79.5 points per game. This is a team that's probably more entertained with what they're doing after the game than the actual game that they're playing in. This is a terrible team. I don't know where they're going to get their offense from in this game, and I don't know where they're going to get their defense from in this game to stop Central Connecticut. One thing I will say is Central Connecticut is the best team in the conference right here. They do play well on the road, where they've only dropped 2 games, and both of those games in conference were at home. I do think Central Connecticut, this is a tough travel spot for them, and I think they overlooked this Chicago State team. They do win the game, but it's more like an 11-point win for them. So if you're going to give me 13.5 points with Chicago State, I know it's Chicago State, one of the worst teams, but I got to take the points here. This is going to be a 10 to 11-point game win for Central Connecticut. So give me the points. In our next matchup, we take a look at New Mexico State traveling to take on Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State has been a force at home this season, and they have yet to drop a game in Jacksonville. They knock down their free throws, and they don't have any issue filling up the score sheet. Trying to stay atop of the conference is going to be a little tough for them, though, finishing off the regular season. They do have a meeting against second-place Liberty on the road, and they play UTEP and Kennesaw State, which both caused issues in their first matchup. Over on the New Mexico State side, they're coming in after breaking a 3-game losing streak, beating a FIU team at home. FIU is not really good, so that win doesn't really say anything. Now they travel to the conference front runner, Jacksonville State. They struggle to find consistency on the offensive end, but are the second best defensive team in the Conference USA. They did only lose their first meeting with Jacksonville State by 6 points at home, so they do come in with some confidence that they can compete. It's hard for me to fade a team who has been on fire at home, but New Mexico won't make it easy for this Gamecock team, as they want revenge. After dropping a close one, I think this will be a close game as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna take the 6.5 points with New Mexico State. I think Jacksonville State will win the game, but I'll take the points to cover my ass. For our next matchup and the last matchup, we take a look at Coastal Carolina at Southern Miss. This has been a struggling season for Justin Gray and the Chanticleers, as they cannot find success this season in the Sun Belt. Unfortunately, they lost a close battle against JMU at home last outing. They had the game, they had the lead, and then they let the refs take the game over and take the game from them. They do have one of the worst defenses in the league, and it showed against JMU, letting JMU back in the game and letting them secure the win against them at home. This is a very young team with only room to grow, as Justin Gray should have some recruits coming in next season, and they should be a way better team next year. Over on the Southern Miss side, they're another bottom feeder team in the conference, and they're coming back home off a 4-game road losing streak. They haven't been able to get offense going, and defense has not been a strong suit for them as well either. This team is pretty much checked out this season, and they know they're not playing for anything. So it's one of those things that you got guys on the team that's thinking about transferring. You might have egos on the team, a lot of attitudes, a lot of guys not liking each other on this team, and that's just what it's been getting down to. Especially after a 4-game road losing streak, that's tough to take on the road. That's tough to deal with while you're on the road. Like I said, though, Coastal Carolina is not one of those teams that you think will do anything this season. Like I said, they took a tough loss to JMU, which was a bullshit loss. They had that game in the bag, and then they just couldn't hit shots in the end, and they couldn't get stops in the end, which led them to losing that game. I do think they come out today and actually compete against this Southern Miss team, who isn't really that good at all either. I think Coastal keeps with some close. They may not win the game, but I'll take the points, and I might sprinkle a little bit on the money line as well, because I think Coastal can actually win this game. But just to be safe, I'll take the 6.5 points with Coastal and see what we can do here. This should be a good game. Like I said, it's 2 bottom feeder teams. They're not really playing for anything. But I love games like that because you really see guys playing hard and trying to win for a reason, to make sure they have a good end to their season. And those are my 4 college basketball picks for today, Thursday, February 20th. I appreciate you guys tuning in to the video for this long. So I'll leave you guys with a 3-team parlay. I like this 3-team parlay today. It is plus money. The odds are plus 121. And the first team is Eastern Kentucky money line. The next team will be Queens money line. And the last team will be Little Rock money line. Again, this is a plus 121 parlay. So $100 will pay out $121. Let's lock this one in. Again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this video. This is the Risk Taker Sports College Basketball Picks and Prediction Show. I'm your host, Colby Covers. And if you like the content that you see and you want more of it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to put your favorite college basketball picks in the comment section below. See y'all in the next one.